line. 104-86 the final score. OCU defeats Southwestern Christian here with Coach Vinay Patel. And Coach, I hope you haven't thrown any water on Chris Williams or anything, because he was on fire today, 41 points. So was Elijah, didn't miss for 3, 6 of 6 for 3 for him. Your thoughts on the game today?
Well, I want to give them credit first, because they whipped our tails on the glass. 29 offensive rebounds is unbelievable by a team. That was frustrating to watch, that part of it. Jericho Avery for them absolutely just wore us out inside, and we got to get that corrected before we play again. But offensively, we had a really nice game. You know, we had 22 assists. That's probably the second best we've done this year. I know we had 29 against Sagu at home. So we really did a nice job, especially in the first half, to get us going. You know, we did something a little bit different yesterday in practice as far as what we did offensively to prep this game. Kind of taped a box in the paint, and we just kind of kept saying, hey, get to this box, and then find guys. And, you know, we did a great job of sharing the basketball. I know you're going to look at the points for, you know, like Chris, for instance, but he had 6 assists.
Yeah.
You know, Mark had 7 assists tonight, and that's what got us going. That's what got guys shots. So Mark did a great job of finding Chris in the first half. Dropped it back a couple times in transition because, you know, Mark gets down the floor so fast, as you saw the last game, obviously, but he got so deep in the paint at times that he could just drop it back. And you know, and Chris was already in rhythm at that stage, but he's still continuing to get open shots. So, you know, credit our guys for continuing to find him and Elijah. And you know, when we woke up today, Elijah came to the office. He had 102 fever.
Well, that figures.
Trey goes down with injury, and it's just pile it on, you know. But these guys continue to fight, and they continue to find a way to win. And I'll tell you what, Darion Willies did another great job of helping us get off to a great start defensively when he got in the game. I thought he really affected the game a little bit defensively for us. So, again, credit to him. He had another 4 assists tonight as well. So, you know, really great job. We're finding some good minutes out of our bench and some scoring out of our bench, you know. So hopefully it's a quick turnaround on Trey Bryant, because he's been playing really well for us. So it was unfortunate to see him go down.
You know, it wasn't just the scoring for Chris today. He also had 10 rebounds. You mentioned the 6 assists and also 3 steals. All around, Chris was really in the zone today.
He had a really nice game. You know, I thought he could have probably helped us more offensively in the second half if Mark doesn't pick up the 4th foul. We had to move Chris over to the 1. We have not repped a possession with Chris at the 1 since the last time we played Southwestern Christian, because Trey didn't play that game. So going into this game, it was almost a sigh of relief for our staff, going, all right, we got Trey and Mark this time at the point for us. You know, it'll be nice to keep Chris off the ball, and then boom, you know, Trey goes down and Mark picks up his 4th foul. So, you know, that kind of interrupted, I thought, his rhythm offensively in the second half, because people weren't finding him. He had to turn into finding other people in that case, and that's when Elijah got hot. So, you know, he did a nice job. I thought all around, hitting free throws. I thought he mixed it up. He wasn't just shooting threes. He got in the paint and hit some floaters as well in there. So I just thought it was an all-around good offensive game for him.
You know, defensively, last time out, they just peppered you guys with threes early and often.
Don't remind me.
Today, 0 for 13 in the first half from 3. They were 2 of 21 for the game. A decently respectable 38.5% shooting from the floor, but I thought defensively much more locked in, especially than the first time you guys got together.
The first half for sure. You know, I looked up and they had 25, and there wasn't much time left in the first half, and I felt really good about the way we started. Our energy was great. I think it was, you know, as soon as the John Brown game ended, one of the guys said something right away about this game, you know, and it was fresh on their mind because they weren't happy with the outcome the last time we played, which is good because you're really starting to see some program buy-in from these guys, and that's good. When losses bother you like that and they stay with you, to me, that's a good thing. And so they were geared up for this one. I didn't have to do much to get them excited to play tonight. Give them credit for being ready, and that's what got our defense going. When we're energetic and when we're excited, when we're talking, you know, our defense does a pretty good job. We got to get better at not fouling. You know, we put them on the line 32 times, but it's hard late in the games when teams just drive put their head down and drive, and refs start calling touch fouls. And we are fouling them. Don't get me wrong. It's not like we're not fouling them, but that's where we got to get a little bit better. And I don't know if we need to go back as a staff and look at something, but we got to do a better job of not putting a team on the free throw line as much as we did tonight. You know, when Trey goes down with that injury, and that was a pretty
it looked like a significant injury at the time, and you could tell that the guys knew at the time, boy, this guy's hurt, we got to get the trainers out here. That can have an effect on the psyche of a team, and I felt like it did for a couple of possessions, but you used a very quick timeout even after the injury stoppage, after you guys made a shot. So what was kind of the mindset of the team after that, after Trey went down? What did you kind of tell him to get him back going?
Well, I delayed on coming on the floor so I could huddle him up and deliver a message to him about staying in what we were doing and keeping our energy going. My fear was that was going to drop our intensity level. And so I was trying to relay that message then, and then also in that quick timeout, is to try to keep that going and remind them, hey, that's why we've got this lead. And sometimes that's hard, and it looked a lot worse than what it was. Our trainers felt pretty good about it. We'll get them evaluated first thing tomorrow morning. We're hoping it's a really quick deal just based on what they're telling me. So, we'll flip it around real quick and just see what they say at that stage, and then it's in their hands, But, again, I think it looked a lot worse than what it actually was, but, we'll see where we're at.
Your run of good play recently kind of started with the first game against Sagu. You got them on the road on Thursday. So tell us about your upcoming schedule and what you expect on the game on Thursday.
At Sagu, Thursday is going to be a heck of a game. I know that we haven't had a lot of success down there. I think we won there my very first year, and it just doesn't seem like we've had good games there the last couple years. So, it's going to be a tough one. Anytime you go on the road in this league, it's tough. But, I think if we can continue to do the things that we're doing defensively, that'll give us a chance, and that's when I thought we got some things corrected defensively, was that game. And you're right, I did think that jump-started us defensively. And then offensively, we had 29 assists that game. We did a phenomenal job of finding each other and sharing the basketball like we did again tonight. So it's good to see that we're staying with that, but I'm sure they're going to have something to go against us a little bit differently this time as far as defending us. So I don't know what it's going to be like. We don't have a lot of time to prep. That's what's been frustrating about these last 2 weeks. We played Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday last week, flipped right around this week, and now we're going Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday again. So it's, play today, 1 day prep tomorrow, play Thursday, 1 day prep Friday, play Saturday. So, we are limited on the information we give them because I don't want to overload them with a lot of information about a team. So we're trying to do simple preps, focus on a few key things, and really harp on that, defensively. And if we can continue to do that, I'm hoping we can continue to find some success.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. 104-86, the final score. OCU defeats Southwestern Christian.